What's up, guys? Coach Smith here with PO1 Sports, and today we're going to talk about defensive back drills. Now, if your program is sport specific, then it must develop the athlete to meet the energy system demands of the sport, utilizing drills to enhance position play. When designing an effective football training program, implementation of position-specific drills that reinforce techniques is the key. Your program should be designed to improve athleticism, focusing on mobility, increasing strength levels, acceleration, and change of direction, along with injury prevention. The piece that most people miss, talking about these internet experts, is understanding the demands and techniques of the athlete's position and how to employ them into your speed and agility training program. Now, when performing defensive back drills for cornerbacks and safeties, there are some key techniques that must be reinforced with each individual movement. First, coaches must make sure that the athletes start with the feet shoulder-width apart and are positioned in a heel-to-toe stance. Weight should be distributed on the balls of the feet and never ever back on the athlete's heels. Establishing the proper stance is the first step to great movement efficiency. When performing any type of back pedal movement, feet should scrape the top of the grass and be certain not to overstride. Scraping the blades will place the feet close to the ground to quickly change directions. Shoulders must remain over top of the knees, and the athlete should maintain a constant body height throughout the entire back pedal movement. Now, while backpedaling, arms are thrown in a short hammer-like motion and must stay relaxed at all times. Now, it's vital that athletes be explosive out of their breaks with shoulders remaining low at all times. On all cuts, however, defensive backs must practice finding the wide receiver or running back and then look back for the ball. This will prevent defensive backs or defensive players from staring at the quarterback and falling for double moves by offensive players. During the game, athletes will be required to react and initiate physical movement from a variety of stationary positions. Now, reaction is the interval of time between the application of a stimulus and the first indication of a physical response. At the snap of the ball, it's that fraction of a given second that counts the most, and the athlete that has the quickest first step will have an advantage in creating proper position to create or take away space. When developing defensive back drills, you have to create opportunities for your athletes to reduce their reaction time by simulating game activity. All drills should start off the coach's or another player's movement. In group settings, this is a great way to build an energetic atmosphere, producing a spirited workout session. Creating a competitive atmosphere is essential in developing dominating athletes, especially those defensive backs. This will teach your athletes how to mentally prepare themselves for competition and assist in developing an aggressive attitude while reducing reaction time. When implementing your defensive back drills, an important factor will be having your athletes react from a stationary or a position stance. Coaching football speed is not all about acceleration and maximum velocity development, but it is placing your athletes in similar situations that they will experience in the game. Throughout the game, a majority of the plays will start with your athletes in a position-specific stance and then react off a movement or sound. Coaches, make sure that you're mindful that all drills can be performed with a predetermined reaction on breaks or reaction off of your direction. Remember to always reinforce explosive speed and a violent burst after coming out of all breaks. Coaches can determine if they want players to transition out of cuts using the quick feet or with a T-step, but I'll leave that up to you. When training football players, all of your defensive back drills must simulate game activity and movements in order for your program to be effective. Fundamentals and technique is the key and must be reinforced on a daily basis. This is Coach Smith from PO1 Sports, and look forward to talking with you soon.